y'all, welcome to the channel. I am Tiffany, and along with my sister Ebony and our mom, we would like for you to come along with us as we explore none other than the Emerald City, that is Seattle. We are so excited to share our experience with you, and we hope that we'll provide valuable insight to help you plan your trip to Seattle. So make sure you watch until the end, and if you like what you see, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, of course. So just arriving at the W Hotel, and this is our room. So we have a room with 2 double beds, and I would say the beds do look a little small compared to like a queen size bed, but it will do. And upon walking in, you can't help but to notice this beautiful view. This is a skyline view, and you can see the water over there on the edge. And then I am going to turn the camera around and then show you all the rest of the room coming in from the door. So, of course, you have your basic amenities. You have coffee and, wine, but I know that is probably a price for that. Okay, always got to acknowledge that Titanium Elite membership. Thank you, Marriott. All right, and there's a bathroom. Let's see how nice the bathroom is. And there I am. Hey. Oh, I love the Fiji water in the bathroom. So luxurious. And, it's like a spacious bathroom. And they do provide robes because, we are staying at the W. And this is a tub. Okay. I do like walk-in showers, but this will do. And there you have it. That is our room. And now it's time for us to probably hit the ground running. We'll come back and unpack later. And just kind of soak up Seattle. Hey y'all, so we have just touched down in Seattle, Washington. As you can see, we've already done the room tour, and now we are trying to find something to eat. Ebony, what's the name of the restaurant that we're trying to locate?
Wild Ginger Kitchen.
Wild Ginger Kitchen. Okay, so once we get there, first of all, it is Asian inspired restaurant. I know that here in Seattle there is a lot of Asian influence, so we want to eat the things that the people in Seattle, or the foods that Seattle are known for. So once we get inside of Asian Ginger Kitchen, Wild Ginger Kitchen. Sorry, we don't want to mistake the name. Wild Ginger Kitchen. Then we will show y'all what the grub is like, as long as we can get inside, because we do not have reservations. Okay, so let's go. Oh, look at the famous Ferris wheel down there. This looks so delicious. Y'all have to share this with me.
Chicken pot stickers.
The rice is here. Wow. Butter chicken is there.
plum sauce, I'd recommend making it into a little sandwich, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Enjoy, you guys.
Thank you. This is my dog. Y'all, Seattle is full of steep hills, and we didn't walk down a hill coming from the hotel, but we sure gotta climb up one to get back to the hotel. Good morning. So it's day 2 in Seattle, and we have a full day today. And the best way to start our day is to make a trip to what is known as the original Starbucks. And we're trying to get there early because from what I have read in reviews, the line is usually very long all throughout the day. Now, the weather out here is a little chilly, and it's actually a little misty. Yeah, I think we keep going up. And they said it's gonna get like in the mid 70s today. So we are hoping, because if I can show you the sky, yeah, it's a little cloudy out, a bit overcast. And I understand that's, you know, typical Seattle. But anyway, yeah, so we'll come back and show you all what the Starbucks is looking like, and hopefully the line is not terribly long. Okay. So on our way to Starbucks, which we haven't even gotten there yet, there are like lines for coffee shops. There was actually one up the hill. Also, please note that coming to the market does require a steep downhill walk down an incline, or it's just an incline. So I said the Starbucks should be on this little strip right here. So still trying to find it, unless our GPS steered us wrong. Oh, there it is. Starbucks. I don't know if this is like the original, but I think this is actually the like original store location. So let's go ahead and get into this line, and as you can see, people are taking photos because it's a big deal to come to this Starbucks. Okay. Okay, so just noting that it is 8:51 a.m. This is a Saturday morning, and you already saw the line. So yeah, get out here early if you're wanting to get some Starbucks, okay? So finally we are at the beginning of the line, and it has taken about 35 minutes so far. So we're just waiting for them to call us inside.
We're doing drinks and merchandise.
Okay.
Let's get our drinks started first.
Okay.
So we're gonna have you hang out right here. If this is the line where we're gonna order from. So once you're ready, you get your drink orders in. They get up in the queue. You wait for them, right? Yeah. That's when you order them. That'll give you more time to look around. And you can find things at your own pace and look for the stuff you like.
Okay.
What I do recommend though, once you're ready, you're going to come back over here and point out all the fun things you like on the picture. Yeah, and they'll have brand new items.
Okay.
So find the ones you like. Like I said, you got a lot of really cool stuff. So, yeah. Where are y'all from? South Carolina.
I know.
Bring just this way.
Cross country. Well, Seattle is actually a place that I've always wanted to visit. I was supposed to come in 2025. Ooh, 2020, I'm sorry.
That was a
2020.
I was here. It was not fun.
And that trip got canceled, of course. And so now, yeah, now I'm here.
And now you get to hang out with us, and everybody's having a good time.
Yep.
Y'all get your good drinks. My friends over here will take really good care of you. So
Okay.
whoever helps you out, just let them ask them all the questions you can.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Awesome. This one is the vanilla silken cold brew, and this is the regular cold brew. And then I believe we have one more just to work for you. We'll be ready in just a minute.
Thank you.
So yeah, once I get started, when I got a good shot, I got a good shot. I got to do.
Okay, so we got our Starbucks coffee. Got the Starbucks. We secured the coffee, y'all. It was about an hour ordeal because we also purchased some merchandise at this location. They have cups that are unique to the Pike Place location. So of course we had to pick up a souvenir. Although I don't collect Starbucks cups, so this will be my first Starbucks cup from the original location. So that's cool. So now we are headed back up this hill. I don't know that you can really see, but it's a steep hill, like I mentioned earlier, to go back to get our mom so that we can come back down here and do the food tour of the market. So we're very excited about that, and that's coming up next. So here we are on our chef-guided tour of Pike Place Market. Right now, the tour guide is explaining to us a little of the history of Seattle, as well as how Pike Place Market got started. So come along with us as we eat our way through the market and try some unique foods. This is Turkish Delight. I feel like I did have this when I visited Istanbul, but let's see how it
Why
is.
these are so famous is because these are designed for the Silk Road. The Silk Road, the average loop around it was about 11.
Like can do.
If you were sprinting,
you're going to be very surprised. What you want to do is just shoot it back and let it melt on your tongue. You're going to have a really, really, really strong flavor.
Truffle salt.
And it's good on
Yeah, white truffle.
it's good on your mashed potatoes. If you really want to wow people for Thanksgiving, good use of mashed potatoes. Also good on asparagus, Brussels sprouts, and sort of vegetable. Really, really good. Isn't that great? Now you taste garlic in there. Yeah. Mushrooms, of course, is a cousin of truffle, so they're very complementary
truffle.
to each other.
This one has a more mild taste to me. The white one was strong.
There's a lot of fake truffles. So sometimes we go to a restaurant, we order
are incredible. The first thing I got for you is, again, my wife's favorite fruit. It is a peach. It's gonna be some beautiful. And we're naming it, so the names get wild. This one, can't explain why it's called this. This is a dapple dandy blue eye. No. All I know is fire. You got that. It's gonna keep some of that plum for
This is called a plua, I think. It's like a hybrid between a plum and something else.
Incredible. It's really hard to
But
find.
it looks very
invented
pretty.
in Central California, near where I grew up. They are
Invented in California. So now
absolutely
let's
fair.
see how it tastes.
However, fruit stands and vegetable stands is not going to work very well. So they're allowed to be partnered with farms all around the world. They just always have to direct trade.
It tastes like a plum.
So for instance, you can get.
So we are getting the opportunity to taste chowder from the famous Pike Place Chowder. So he's just explaining the history of Pike Place Chowder. Apparently this is like the #1 place in probably the world to get chowder.
So many times.
So very excited to try this chowder because Pike Place Chowder is definitely on our list of places to eat while we're here in Seattle. So I'm excited that we actually get to try it on this tour. So let's see, I'm going to put the camera down because I'm going to try to enjoy this as much as possible. Okay, I just finished my clam chowder, and that chowder was good to the last drop. Let's see how Ebony enjoyed hers. Ebony, how did you like the chowder? The chowder was the best one. So we have just ended our food tour with Seattle Eats. Overall, it was a great experience. It's actually the first time I've ever done a food tour in any city that I visited, so that was unique. So we did end the tour with a delightful treat. We went to this place called Indie Chocolate, and they served us I want to say it was a sea salt chocolate chip cookie. It was pretty good. Our tour guide did let us know that they do make a really good mocha latte, I think it was. So I don't know, if we have time, maybe we'll go back. But Eat Seattle was a great experience, and I do recommend the tour, especially for getting around the Pike Place Market. So now we have come down a few steps, and we stumbled upon what's called Overlook Walk. And I can tell you, just from standing here, the views are wonderful. So I'm going to turn the camera around to show you what the views are like from here, Overlook Walk.
Now that we have enjoyed the views here at Overlook, look at this. This is just so gorgeous. We are now going to do our individual tour through the market. So come on.
These are my favorite things in the world right here. They're beautiful. They're really big, good legs of meat right here, and they got a whole body shell of meat as well, right through the middle.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
These are much, much better than the blue crabs. I promise you that.
Okay, so we definitely have to try the Dungeness crab, and he just told us to go to this place called the Crab Pot, which is actually on our agenda for tomorrow. So we hope that the Crab Pot does deliver on the Dungeness crab, because that crab, as you can see, was huge. And of course, where we're from, Carolinas, we love our blue crabs, and he just said that the Dungeness crab or the blue crabs have nothing on the Dungeness crab. So that makes me even more excited to try it, because I love crabs, okay? And I also love oysters, which we'll go to an oyster bar tonight. So anyway, here for the seafood, of course.
Yep.
All right, you guys, you see Seattle.
The flying fish tradition is a major attraction at Pike Place Market, but being around all that seafood has now made us very hungry. Okay, so you all, we came back to the Pike Place Chowder restaurant, and we placed online orders and waited less than 30 seconds for our order to be ready. Just to give you reference, I want to go back out and show y'all how the line for this place is, because of course this is like one of the most popular restaurants in Seattle. But hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the line. So here starts the line here. Chowder coming through, and it really wraps all the way around. As you can see, look at all of these people waiting for chowder. All of these people are waiting for chowder, and placing an online order took less than 30 seconds, but I am sure that waiting in this line is probably 2 hours long. So I say all of this just to say the online order is the way to go when you're coming, or if you want to try the famous chowders at the Pike Place Chowder place. Okay, well now I'm gonna go and enjoy my chowder. And then once you've ordered your chowder online, you can just find a little seat nearby in a public area to enjoy your chowder.
This ain't got no seafood. What yours got?
It's the same. We all got the
No,
same
I don't
thing.
see no corn.
Really? Pretty good. So we got the market chowder, which today it changes up. So today the market chowder is lobster, crab, and shrimp, which is right up our alley. So we each got the market chowder, and you can also get a sampler. I don't think it includes the market chowder, but the sampler includes, like, I guess maybe their very popular chowder. So that's also a good option. All right, want to enjoy. All right, we are starting our journey down to see the gum wall. It's actually darker than I thought in the gum wall alley. Oh, and it really goes all the way down, you all. And then on the opposite side, we have some interesting graffiti. Yeah. Y'all, it's actually very disgusting, but this is a popular attraction.
Really?
Okay, I think that's enough gum. Okay, so we're gonna get our chance to be a part of history. We don't necessarily have bubble gum, but we found some chewing gum, some extra. So let's see. I don't know if we're gonna really touch these walls, but because we forgot our gloves. We actually bought gloves for this to put our gum on the wall, but we forgot the gloves in the hotel room. So let's just see. Okay, y'all, full disclosure, we did not leave gum on the wall. We're not going to touch that wall by any means necessary.
I kissed it.
But y'all, please subscribe to whomever took the time to say subscribe to whatever it is. They took the time to write that out. So I think it's worth subscribing to their channel, okay? Hello again. So we are currently at Space Needle. We have took our time and spent all day at the Pike Place Market, exploring, eating lots of good food. So we decided that the Space Needle here is going to be our next stop before dinner. Let me show you a view here. So we are about to make our way all the way up to the top. Follow me along. I wonder if they tell a story like at the Empire State Building.
Pardon my reach.
Thank you, Adrian.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are we all doing today?
We are good.
Yeah, it's going to be 82 seconds going up to the top at 5 miles an hour. This is our slowest elevator of the three, but it's my favorite because it's the only one with the downtown Seattle view, as well as the longest time to admire it. Straight ahead, it's going to be my favorite view. It's a wall. I'm just kidding. Straight ahead. Actually, that white building with the helipad is going to be the Como 4 News building. Yeah, if you recognize it, that's because it was used as the backdrop for Grey's Anatomy for the first 2 seasons. Me personally, I've never seen the TV show, so it's Dr. McDonald's to me. Over on the right, that body of water is going to be the Puget Sound. That connects all the way to the Pacific Ocean via the Strait of Juan de Fuca. We get a lot of Alaskan cruise ships as the main embarkation point, as well as the occasional whale sighting. Over on the left, that body of water is going to be Lake Union. It's the founding place of the Boeing Company. It's now a seaplane and a sailboat base, and it's adjacent to the University of Washington, of which I go to school. Go Huskies.
Okay.
And straight ahead, there's going to be 2 rectangular buildings. The one on the right with the black stripes is the Columbia Tower. It's the tallest here in Seattle, about 1.5 Space Needles tall, or about 800, 900 feet. But we are the more iconic landmark.
Okay, so here we are at the top of the Space Needle. So let's go and see these views. Yeah, it is definitely a leaning experience. All right, we are making our way down the harbor, down to the harbor to have dinner at one of Seattle's best seafood restaurants. Well, that's at least what some of the reviews say. It's called Elliott's Oyster House, and it's just right down there at the water edge. So one of the reasons why I really wanted to come to Seattle is for the seafood. And when initially I was supposed to come here in 2020, and I had an agenda all set out, and it included eating oysters at Elliott's. So I am here to reinstate part of that agenda that I did not get to do in 2020, because of course my trip was supposed to be in 2020. We all know what happened in 2020. Everything was canceled. But yeah, I'm hoping that Elliott does deliver, especially on their oysters. So once we get inside, we'll see, you know, what all the hype is about. Oh my gosh, did you see that large Dungeness crab?
Okay, so starting with the lemon, going clockwise. There are 6 different kinds. We've got 3 of each one.
Okay.
So the first 3 are the tubbies. Those are kind of the plump ones, kind of a nice sweetness to them. Then I kind of started with like the plump and the sweets at the start. So the next 3 are the wildcats. Also a little smaller than the tubbies, but still pretty sweet. Then the next 3 here, this one's kind of on top of the other one there. But the next 3 are the Ichiban, still a little bit sweet, but less so.
Okay.
Circling around, we have the Royal Miyagi's. Those are kind of on the brinier side of things. Then the next we have the Indigos. Those are nice and briny. And then lastly, the little ones there are the Summer Blues. Those are really nice and briny as well.
Okay.
In the middle, we have the Mignonettes. This is a jalapeno, cilantro, lime.
Okay.
That stuff is delicious. I could just stick a straw in that and drink it straight. It's
Oh,
so
really?
good. This one is a frozen champagne mignonette. This works really well on the oysters. It's also good as like a palate cleanser between the different ones.
Okay.
And then of course, just classic, we got some cocktail and a little horseradish there as well.
Okay.
And then the shovel down below.
Okay, thank you. So oysters have just hit the table here at Elliott's Oyster House. And y'all know I came all the way to the West Coast for the oysters. Like tubby? Okay. It's my turn to try the tubby oysters. And all of these oysters, I believe, are local. So let's see. A little salty. I have to actually be a little bougie. I don't know how to do all the slurping out of the shell. Gotta loosen it up a little bit. Loosen it up a little bit. And then let's get a little more. Okay. This is kind of plump. Maybe earthy? I don't know what that dawn is on my camera, but okay. That one has like a acidic aftertaste. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and try the rest, okay? Okay, y'all, so I am eating these oysters. These specific oysters are very different and life-changing, okay? Because like a lot of them are like very creamy in texture, and I've never had that before. And it's throwing me off a little bit, but at the same time, I like that it's different, and I like the experience. So here we go, trying another. Bon appetit! That oyster. Oysters, gotta love them.
There we are. I'll set this over here for you. You're welcome.
She got some spicy shrimp with a side of fries. Ooh, that's a lot of fries. Mom, you need to share your fries.
This one is the sockeye.
Sockeye salmon.
They gave you the zucchini and asparagus there.
Okay.
And then we got a side of the potatoes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How you feeling over here?
My salmon.
Feeling good. Can I get you anything else right now?
So far, my favorite is the indigo.
Okay. So far, my favorite still walking. Cool. Okay. Well, I'll come back in a minute or two.
Okay, so for our meals, we both got salmon. I got the local salmon from the Columbia River, I think she said, or what the menu said, which is the river that divides Oregon and Washington. So whatever river that is where my salmon came from. And Ebony got the Alaskan sockeye salmon. Yeah, that's that, really pink salmon. But we are enjoying it. We wanted to get salmon because that is a popular fish here in Seattle, and it's good. Very expensive, but it's good.
Good morning.
So good morning. So this is our last full day in Seattle. We have gotten up again early this morning in search of coffee. But this time we are going to try maybe a local coffee shop that is not Starbucks. And we're headed back down to Pike Place Market. I feel like we have learned these streets, and yeah, definitely have been in Pike Place a lot, because a lot of things are really centered down there in that area. But yeah, we don't even need really any GPS directions. Like, we already know where to go. So yeah, in just that short time, we are learning these streets of Seattle. Okay, but we'll come back and show you all where we're going. I think the place is called Storyville Coffee. So we looked for coffee places that had really high ratings and that was nearby within a walking distance. So yeah, and let me just tell y'all about the weather. I don't think that we pointed out the weather too. So this is the first weekend in September, or Labor Day weekend. And is this Union? Yep, this is Union. And the weather forecast before we got here said that it would be like in the 70s and sunny. Today the skies are clear. I don't know if I can show you the sky. Compared to yesterday, it started off very cloudy, and then it got and then the sun came out like later on in the afternoon, and it did warm up a tick, but we are wearing sweaters and jackets. It's a little cool out here compared to what we thought it would be. So make sure, I don't know, the weather here in Seattle, whatever they say on the forecast, I think you just have to believe it the day that you're here, because it definitely is not in the 70s, and it hasn't been in the 70s except for the day when we arrived on Friday. It was actually kind of warm even in the evening time. But anyway, yep, going to get our coffee, and we'll be back to show you all what we're drinking on, simping on. Storyville Coffee offered a warm and inviting space, and we were happy that it was not too crowded, being that they pride themselves on being the #1 coffee shop in Seattle. You can tell that they make their coffee with much love, and the quality is top-notch. The coffee was definitely delicious, and not to mention that they also gifted us with souvenir coffee mugs. After leaving Storyville Coffee, we did stop by this popular donut shop in the market called Daily Dozen Donut Company. They did serve some delectable flavors, but the maple is definitely a hit. Y'all, Seattle's weather is weird AF, okay? It's just weird. Out of nowhere, it has just started raining. And I mean, thick raindrops just out of the middle of nowhere. The weather forecast did not even call for rain today. And so we're on our way back from the hotel, way back to the hotel from getting our coffee. And I can't believe it's raining out here. Thankfully, the rain did not last very long, and the sun came back out just in time for us to head to our brunch reservations at the Soulful Communion Restaurant and Bar. communion has been really good. I have a whole cake, which is basically a waffle with sweet potatoes. It's like a sweet potato waffle. It looked really good, and it tastes just like how it looked. Um, excuse me. Some scrambled eggs, and even though it's just scrambled eggs, it's actually really not light and fluffy. And then we both ordered the seafood croquettes. Okay, croquettes, whatever, however you pronounce that. And that's been good as well. And then mommy ordered these delicious looking fried chicken. She said they taste good and they look like they are seasoned to perfection. So we are enjoying communion, and the hostess here told us that we are in this restaurant is located in the Central District, which has a rich African American or Black history. So after this, we're going to walk around some and then see what there is to learn about the Central District here in Seattle. But until then, I'm going to go finish enjoying my food because everything's been good so far. So this place is highly recommended when in Seattle. After strolling through the Central District, we made our way to the Capitol Hill neighborhood to have a wine tasting at this cozy aviation themed wine bar called Flight Wine Plus Chocolate. Here, I met with one of my friends who lives in Seattle, and we enjoyed several tastings of Washington wines and chocolates, of course. The owners of Flight Wine Plus Chocolate were also very nice and accommodating. We definitely enjoyed the wine tasting experience here.
But yeah, this one, a lot of intense fruit. You're gonna get a lot of like huckleberry, marionberry, blackberry, very brambly kind of fruits going on, a lot of florals. It's got a nice light body too, so I took this one out of the fridge basically as soon as you guys walked in, because I like it with a soft chill, but not as much of a chill as the last one.
Good evening, good afternoon, I'm not sure. It's 5 p.m. here in Seattle. We just left Flight Wine and Chocolate in Capitol Hill, Seattle area, which we did a wine tasting. Tiffany met with one of her friends, Miss Julie, who was really nice. Love you, Miss Julie. Other than that, today we are headed to a harbor tour, hopefully this evening, where we can catch a good sunset, good views of Mount Rainier, and just enjoy all the scenery that this harbor tour has to offer. And hopefully later on we will catch the Seattle Wheel and catch views from that tonight. And for dinner will be the crab pot, so we can eat some nice crabs, dungeon crabs, and whatever other seafood that they have on that menu. But it is a nice, clear day, so I hope that we get all the good views, all the good pictures Seattle has to offer today, because this weather has been very unpredictable, where it had rained in one spot for a good 1 minute and then it stopped. And now you can see that the sun is out. So stay tuned for this harbor tour and the views that we will see this evening.
enjoying the spectacular city and sunset views from both the harbor cruise and the Seattle Great Wheel, coming to the Crab Pot Seattle restaurant was the moment we had been anticipating all day. The Crab Pot, by all means, is designed to be fun, casual, and perhaps a little touristy, but from what we gathered, it is one of the only restaurants in the city where visitors can feast on already cooked, hot Dungeness crabs. As stated before, we are crab lovers, so of course we could not wait to get our fingers messy. Yo, we are ready to sling some crab, okay? We have on our bibs. We're waiting for our Dungeness crab to hit the table. We got our, what do you call this? They don't call it a hammer, right? A mallet. So, yeah, we don't use this to open our crabs. We use our teeth or our, like a crab cracker thingy, which I forgot to bring one. But yeah, I mean, usually like back at home, I'm gonna like crack open a crab leg. Yeah, gotta do that right there. But yeah, so we're gonna learn how to use this here too. And we're waiting for the crabs to hit the table. Okay, I'm ready.
Butter and lemons.
Okay. Butter and lemons for the dipping.
And 2 Pacific and crab and shrimp. Ready?
Yes. Ooh.
Pacific over here, crab and shrimp right here.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is our Pacific.
Okay.
And then that's her crab, her.
We're gonna move this way.
That's yours, Mom, right here.
You're gonna leave the bowl right here for the chef.
Okay.
And you guys.
Thank you. Okay, my first time eating a Dungeness crab. This one is already, like the shell is already off of it. This is a huge crab compared to what we eat at home, you know, the blue crabs. But we're gonna see how this tastes in comparison. It's cooked well. It's not like overcooked, which is good. I do like that it's not overcooked. I'm gonna just take some of this leg. I'm mad that there's no meat coming out from the body. I hope that means that it's a meaty crab though. See that crab meat? I'm gonna dip this in some butter. And I actually bought Obey seasoning and I left it in the hotel room. But got some butter on there. Succulent. Okay, I gotta go eat the rest of my feast. I'll catch y'all later. We did enjoy eating the Dungeness crabs and we'll be back to eat more. But overall, the seafood needed a bit more seasoning for our taste. With that, this brings us to the end of this vlog. We were so stuffed after leaving the crab pot that we did not even think of doing an outro. And we also had to leave early the next morning, so we're just going to close with some photos we took throughout our stay in Seattle. As the people say, and actually a quote that I think is so cliche, but Seattle owes us nothing. We did the most in our nearly 72 hours, but we do hope to return to explore some of the Seattle outdoors. Now, if you've enjoyed this vlog or found some value in the information we provided, we do hope that you will give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until you all can join us again for our next trip, continue to live, discover, and travel. Bye for now.